in Clerkenwell, it's something to do with Islamic extremism. And a woman came up to me out of the blue and said, Paul, go and check out Bromley Road, Leytonstone. I went, why? And she went, just go and check it out. Who lives there? Right? I was like, okay, cheers. And then after the demo, I thought, we can kind of detour and go that way. I hope it's not a long road, because if it's a long road, we're going to have to deploy multiple activists sitting in cars, like surveillance units, to watch. But when I got there, thankfully, it was only 5 houses on each side, so it's really short. Very, very short road. So I thought, I wonder who lives here. So I put a surveillance team out there for 3 days solid, and they did 3-hour shifts. So you imagine, like, at the top of one end of the road, a guy in a car sitting there for 3 hours, and then a different person would be at the other end of the road, in a different car, different person, looking for the next 3 hours. And 3 days of this, I get a phone call. You never guess who I've just seen. He just walked into number 1 Bromley Road with his family. I said, who? He said, Anjem Choudry. I said, brilliant, bingo. We've gone right to the top of the Islamist networks in Britain. We found the top dog, Anjem Choudry. This was like really early in Britain first. We'd hardly done anything up to that point. So I rang all of these ex-EDL activists, said, let's meet up at the Uffler's Arms in Dartford. We've got something
What year was this?
This was 2014, really early. This was like January. Yeah. Right, I said, this was about 7 months after Lee Rigby. And I said, just meet me there. Trust me, you're going to love this. When they all got there, we all jumped in the Army Land Rovers. We drove up to Leytonstone. We parked in a car park round the corner. No one had a clue what was going on.
Best way.
I learnt that off Johnny Adair and C Company in the books and all that. Yeah, don't tell them what you're doing till the very last moment, because they could send texts, they could update Facebook, they could.
And everyone talks.
Yeah.
Even if they're just talking to their mate, look what we're going to do.
You've got 20 activists. One of them's going to be either loose-lipped or he's going to be a wrong one, just by the law of averages. So yeah, we parked up in a car park around the corner. We knew what house he lived at. I had, I think, between 15 and 20 guys with me. Yeah, we had I had a megaphone. I said, when we all got to that car park, right at the last moment, I said, guess what, guys? Round that corner is number 1 Bromley Road. Anjem Choudry lives there. We're going to go and confront him. I know they was all over the moon. Like this was a jackpot. It was brilliant. And then, so you can see the old footage of it. We're all marching down, like a football firm, out of football factory, all marching around the corner. We get to his house.
He walks outside.
No one's home. He's dead. No. Fuck, what a wasted evening. Plus, these guys know he lives there now. They might go and put it on Facebook. Yeah. They might go and put it on Twitter. They might just tell someone innocently. It's going to leak. So we was there for about 10 minutes. I went, come on, something happened. It was a right anticlimax, right letdown. And then all of a sudden, I heard someone say, there he is!
He's walking up
really loud. He turns into the road, right, with his wife and daughter in a little purple, like, Toyota Prius or something. He turns into the road, sees 20 men standing outside his house, starts to put the reverse gear in. I've heard, there he is!
This probably caused him more headaches than anything the police have done in a decade.
This wasn't the first time we did this to him. Yeah. we did it over and over again. But this particular time, someone spotted him and they started to reverse. And as it just all hell broke loose. I couldn't keep 20 guys disciplined at that point. Everyone just charged his car. And you can look at the footage, there's people on his bonnet hanging on for dear life. He's reversed out and he's sped off for dear life. So literally a few hours passed, we'd gone back to the pub, we're decompressing, we're relaxing, that was brilliant. We just caused the man who radicalised the killers of Lee Rigby, the man who's out there on TV, on the streets, chanting UK go to hell every single day. We just ruined his evening. He had the first taste of real English opposition that day. And we all went away happy as Larry. So what happened, within a few hours, we stopped getting bombarded with phone calls, started getting bombarded on social media. There's posts, there's a group called, it wasn't the Muslim Defence League, it was the Muslim Patrol Vigilantes or something like that. hey, you go round to Anjem Choudry'S again, we're going to be there, we're going to deal with you, all this kind of stuff. And it blew up pretty big. It was in the media. We went there and now Choudry's followers are threatening us. It was all over the media. It was big news.
Did you think about the consequences of that?
No.
As in
No,
did you think about the fact that they are killing people, they are murdering people? Do you not think that they might find your family's addresses?
No, because we was in we was in war mode. It's the best way to put it.
Yeah,
we was up for a war at that point, and you think we just kept thinking Lee Rigby. What happened to Lee Rigby? We've got to do something. So what happened then is we started getting threats. This Muslim group started saying, "You go back to the house. You're going to deal with us." Blah blah blah. So the very next day, I got the same guys together, and we went back to his house. So I'm not being threatened by a bunch of bloody, bearded savages, Islamist extremists. No way. So we just thought, fine, let's call their bluff. We went straight back to his house. House was empty. I got on Facebook.
Did he move out then?
No, I think he'd fled for his own safety or something like that. Because he knew, like, all of a sudden, wow, all these people on my doorstep, all these people climbing over my cars. I'm trying to get away. So I think that he just went to a family's house, something like that. But his house was dead for weeks after that. And then they moved him somewhere else and we tracked him down there. But with this Muslim vigilante group, I was outside his house and I got straight onto Facebook Live, I think it was. I said, "Where are you? We're here. It's been 24 hours since we were last here. You've made all these threats. We'll be here for the next half an hour. We'll see you here." Ended the live stream. Nothing. Next thing I did, I said, "Look, I'm going to Brick Lane right now." Not Brick Lane. I said, "I'm going to East London Mosque right now. Maybe that's more convenient for you to come and confront us." This was on Facebook Live. These people have been mouthing off for 24 hours. So we went to East London Mosque. I said, "I'm here. I told you I was going to be here. You're probably all living in this area. So where are you? We'll be outside this mosque for the next half hour." We ended the live stream. Nothing. It's all mouth, no action. And then the following day, police came, kicked my front door off, carted me off, arrested me.
They arrested you?
Yeah, they arrested me for, it was a harassment or threats or something like that.
For Anjem Choudry?
For Anjem Choudry. He'd gone straight to the police, grasped me up. But
they love to use the law, don't they? They hate the law, they want Sharia law, but they'll use the law.
UK police go to hell all the time.
Yeah,
they're holding up, Muslims Against Crusades. I think that was his group at the time, was MAC, Muslims Against Crusades. They're holding up banners saying British police